I think the most important thing is to feel a sense of community, right? And which is in the name, is in the community of Minnesota Resorts. And so
10, 15 years ago, there was 1,200, 1,300 resorts in Minnesota. Now there's just north of 600. So, if you're not concerned about trying to preserve what you do and make it better and expand and be better at how you run your resort, that's where we are.
The resorts, we're almost a 100-year resort coming up here next year.
It's that much camaraderie in this group and in this industry, and that gives you a lot of ideas.
Networking amongst the community of resorters is huge. It's something that we very much value. That's a huge reason that Mike and I got involved.
It's actually, the joy of helping even your competitors. That's just what the organization is all about.
And so it's just, for me, I can learn and just continue learning from all these other resorters who've been in the industry for so long.
Well, it's always stimulating to be around other resorters and learn. You can always learn something from everybody.
Have that community of support, whether it be on legislative issues or just day to day.
Yeah, it's also a community to just talk to other people who are going through the same kind of things that you are going through. And it's a bit of a sanity check, because when you're running a resort, sometimes you can feel like you're all alone out there, you're dealing with a difficult guest, and then you come to something like a CMR get together, and all of a sudden you realize, oh, everybody dealt with a very similar person, and how did they think about it?
It's not an easy industry to be in, and it takes a certain type of person to be able to do this, and to be able to ask for help and ask questions and be a part of a community.
The community that you felt with them, and you just, like they were family, and getting to be able to ask all kinds of questions and hang out together and be open and about the whole model of resorters helping resorters was just hugely resonated with us. And
we just topic hop and people share their experience and ask questions, and it's just a big kind of community conversation.
It really is just that community of speaking with people who have the same lifestyle as us. That's what it is.
And it's also to share the joy of what it is that we're doing, to have other people who know what we're going through, have a similar ethos of wanting to provide a place for families to get away in the summer, to have access to lakefront that a lot of people just don't have access to anymore.
The relationships that we have with people are priceless. They're the things that keep us going every day, to see the generations. We've had, 3, 4, 5 generations of people coming to the resort all these years. It's just fantastic. So we grow up with them and they grow up with us.
Even after 25 years of running a resort, I'm still learning new things, what to do and how to cope with changes, and these are the best people to learn that from.
Resorters helping resorters, he took it to heart. Yeah. You need a tool? Come on.
We're there for you.
You want dinner? I'll invite you over. And you like bourbon? So that's just how the community starts to form.
Yeah, it's very much a community.
And you can get as involved as you want, or you can just kind of observe from the outside and take advantage of the group marketing efforts, or you can dive right in and serve on the board and invite other members to your place.
I think it's rare to be in an industry that is collaborative with each other.
We feel really fortunate to be with like-minded people that want to continue our industry.
They listen to our concerns and then take it to the legislative level to try to make some changes for us, as small business owners or large business owners in Minnesota. I think it's really important to belong to an organization like that has a voice in the legislature.
I use my examples. When I first joined, I did not want to do any of this, man. I'm like, we're going to Capitol. I am not doing this. And now it's my favorite thing we do. So today with Their Day on the Hill, this is probably the most important thing we do, as we try to explain to especially our newer members that, you come down here and you make your presence. The people in these buildings here make the rules, make the laws that affect all of us.
Today we've got a lot of new legislators, senators, and representatives who don't know about the CMR and the benefits we bring to the state of Minnesota.
If we don't have Legislative Day on the Hill, we don't have representation in our state with what's going on. We're going to be there so that way they can know us as a people, as their constituents.
Collective voice goes a long way in creating solutions for the issues that really affect our day-to-day life and our businesses and families. So,
Folk like me, you can still show up and just be a face because there's power in numbers, and then I get to learn.
Some of the other issues are property taxes. That's a big thing with us. There's the homestead credits, where we live at the resort and then we get tax credits because we have our homestead at the place of business. Water quality issues.
Everybody got to share a little bit about who they were, and we got to learn a little bit more about him, and still got to hit our points and get the point across. So.
That's what you want. You want to have your voice heard. It's really the bottom line. And the beauty of doing it with this group is that you're not doing it on your own. And you get the opportunity to, you go in there with a couple people and you can talk to them. And it's not scary. It's really not. It's fun. They like to do it. Half the time they'll want to take a picture with you because they want people to come in and see them as well. And Bob Bugger with the DNR yesterday, it's like that focus to get people outdoors. Well, that's what we do. I mean, we're that gateway to the lakes for those folks that don't have a lake cabin.
I think there's a new element of wanting to expose her to things and see how people interact with each other. And this day on the hill, just bringing her out to see, like, I'd never been to the Capitol before, so I get to expose her. I know she's only 6 months, so she won't remember it, but I think the more exposure she has to things like this, the more well-rounded she'll be.
It's, it does sound, if you've never done it, it's kind of got that mystique, like, oh, we're going to the Capitol and meeting with these people. But they're just like you and I. They're normal people. Most of them have gone to a resort or vacation somewhere in Minnesota. They all know what we do, and they also, for the most part, realize the importance of what we do for the state. Just
everybody has a story, and that's what's so great about Minnesota resorts.
To feel empowered and like we're doing here is hopefully create change for a better future. That's really important, and CMR allows us to do that.